Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Greg Zuerlein out for the opening kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
They'll start the drive with Singletary. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side is an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Here we go. Right.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Good.
Running once more with Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 11. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. The throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Here we go. Tonight.
Henry will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Greg Zuerlein for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Zuerlein has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready up.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Singletary.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They'll run it for the first time with Audric Estime. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Nix from the gun. The throw finds Evan Ingram. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backward.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Brandon Stevens has it. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. All right.
The drive begins with Henry. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Headed out right. Now here he goes. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
This one's caught. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here we go. Go.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. He's at midfield. The 30. Gets the 10. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go, son. All right.
Fields coming back after the pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go, son. right.
Fields out of the gun. Escapes the... And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So on fourth down, the Jets turn to a fan favorite. It's Thomas Morstead to punt it away. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from MetLife coming right up. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of one. Connects with his back, Jaleel McLaughlin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Nick's looking to throw. That's to his running back, Devin Singletary. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Now Nick's on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well. It's Singletary off the option. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
3rd and long for Nix. Caught near the goal line. It's a Denver touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Wangu now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A tight end in motion now.
All right.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Here we go. Set.
Now Fields. He's loaded another one up. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going.
Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Well, that is not how you make the most of an opportunity when your defense gives you the football back. But the good news is, Brock, at least they get another shot.
Yeah, when you're running on the field, you feel the joy of that defense, right? They just got you a possession. They're giving you an opportunity. And thankfully, they saved the day by at least jumping on the ball.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas, Clark, and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Broncos with a chance to add to their lead. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Now Nix. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Denver. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Wangu now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Monday. Here we go. You good?
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Big gain downfield. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. Here's Lutz spot, set to kick this away. Wangu now to return. Returns looking good so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. And a huge return sets up the offense on the opposite side of the field. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually. So second down coming up.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Greg Zuerlein going to try to knock this through for the Jets. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18. Zuerlein has it all teed up and ready to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Throwing on first down, Nix. Brought in by Vele. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. On first and 10, here's Nix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. They'll throw again, Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, so it'll be second down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And they pick him off again. And the Broncos do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Xavier Gibson now to return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Easy.
First down throw for Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Angel. Extend. Test. Watch right. Hey, Karen. Get high.
Second down and 10. Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Here we go, son.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's going to push one deep down the right, and they pick him off again. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a third time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. This is hauled in by Ingram. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finds him over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Nix with it on first. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jets get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
Fields on first down. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. At the 20. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets parlay the interception into points. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Zerline with the extra point. And the Jets make it an 11-point ball game. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 3-possession game. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos push their lead to 18.
Jets 17. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Wangu now to return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
EQ. Here we go.
From the gun, a run for Henry. He breaks a tackle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Here we go. At the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, Henry. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Right. Here we go. We're good.
Play action, Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to... And in, touchdown, New York. Zerline on now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Jets make it an 11-point ball game. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Starting from the 5. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made.
You know, awareness, Kate, is one of the best skills anyone on the return team can possess. And normally it's just for hitting blocks and clearing the lane and doing their job. But there it was recognizing the fumble and locating it quickly to save the possession.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
McLaughlin's got it, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now Nick's on third down. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Takes it in at the 21. And he gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds. Nice return there, 15 yards gain. And it'll be Jets football.
Here we go, tonight. Tonight.
On first and 10, it's Henry. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. John Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Don't jump. Ready?
Fields out of the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Mayday. Here we go. Chip clear. Hey, 551. 550. Tonight.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys got a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And the Broncos are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. They kick the running back in motion. To throw, here's Nix. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. Has some daylight through the 40. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Just 1 quarter remaining. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Play action with Nix. Complete, it's Ingram. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Second and 3 now. Gives to Singletary from the gun. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Nix from the gun. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Jets have some new life in the fourth. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
He was looking for Mark Andrews. And now it's second down.
Angel. Tonight.
Off play action, it's Fields. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Looking to throw Fields. Chased out to his right. On the run. He's got it inside the 25. And what a hit there. Alex, she faced the press for moving the chains that time. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Henry running to the left. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets now within one score in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Here we go.
He's throwing for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This return starts at the 5. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. So 2nd down coming up.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Matt Hawk will kick it away. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here we go. You got a mini base. Why not? Delta. Right.
They're going play action. Buying some time right. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now.
That's good for a
Here we go. Good. Easy. Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. On the move, headed right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Buys time, rolling right. He's got Andrews. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Alpha. Here we go, son. Hey, can. Sit high.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets trailing by 5. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
Don't jump. Ready? Sit high.
Now to throw. Forced out to his right. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Jets have taken the lead late. Huge moment here for the Jets as they go for 2.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw it. Oh no, the ball is loose. And the Broncos corral it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Even with a little time left here, Brock, kicking the extra point, probably the safer call.
And with that little time left, even if you do get the 2, still got a chance to drive down, your opponent does, and kick that game-winning field goal. Now you need some way to get the ball back in a hurry, and the chances are so limited.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Avoids the sack. And he got there in time. He's taken down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Setting up to pass. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Jets make the play that should win them this game. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about a safety. And those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away. You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
This is reeled in by Wilson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. They run it with King Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Another run for Henry. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Here we go.
Here's Henry running left. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So the win goes to the Jets. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
All of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.